No. International duties are bloody tremendous. They are like hell. They're hell to the players. It's hell. It's literal hell. They go on international duties and they meet Satan. Because every single time a Roma player goes out and plays for his national team, he gets injured. And I cannot believe this. I cannot believe I'm going to say this. But Abraham got an injury yesterday against Hungary. And the match against Juventus is at serious risk. He is unlikely not going to play Sunday's match, which is an absolute bummer. It's an absolute crappy news. It's tremendous. It's the worst news Roma could have preparing for this match. It's so bad. It's seriously such bad news that we can't do anything about it because it's the reality of football. But it is the reality of football, and that is the perfect definition of what happened to Abraham, but most importantly to the team in general. Because Abraham has the experience, in my opinion, after playing at a big club, of how to deal and play these matches, like Sunday's match, which is a big match in this area, Juventus AS Roma is one of the biggest matches of the season. The rivalry is big. Plus the fact that Roma have never won in Turin at the Juventus Stadium, Allianz Stadium, is another factor. So right now, such a bummer, man. It's such a bummer, because he was on a roll. Abraham was starting to get that role at AS Roma, A few days ago, we talked about him being interviewed and talking such great, positive things about Roma, about Mourinho, about the fans. He wants to play for them. He's such a passionate lad. The fans are really passionate to have him. He's starting to back those goals, and now he gets injured. And it's fucking tremendous. It is fucking tremendous. It's the worst news Roma could have had leading on to Sunday's match. Because Abraham, as well as Pellegrini and a few other players, is the top player out there, He's the center of attention of many, many fans. And Abraham injured is a bummer. It's an absolute bummer. Now, obviously, how will Roma react to this? And obviously, let's talk about Abraham's injury, because Abraham got subbed in yesterday against Hungary, which ended 1-1. It wasn't even a great match. But Southgate put him in. In the last 20 minutes, and Abraham got injured. It's a muscle injury, which are always the worst, It depends. Doctors say, let's... Because if you ask me, Abraham will not play on Sunday against Juventus. But if you ask the media out there, and if you look at a couple of different newspaper agencies, a few of them say that Abraham will definitely be out for Sunday. And a few of them are saying that if luck is with Abraham, if Abraham tries his best to reassess in these couple of days, he can possibly be back on Sunday. I see this extremely, extremely hard, but it could happen. And, there's a small percentage which says that Abraham might, fingers crossed, be back on Sunday. However, that would lead on to another discussion, which is rushing his injury. And then if he starts on Sunday, the chances of him getting injured again are going to higher again. So at this stage, if Abraham is really injured, if he has that muscle injury, which he got yesterday, he doesn't have many days to reassess, to rehab, right? Today he came back to Rome. He's got tomorrow and Friday, and then on Saturday the team is leaving Rome. So in these 2-3 days, Abraham needs to seriously talk with Mourinho himself and actually talk about if he feels as if he wants to play or not. Because if he doesn't want to play, if he doesn't feel like playing, okay, it will be a bummer for us because Abraham is top class. He's got that experience for these matches. But at the same time, if he himself says, "Nah, Jose, I'm not ready for this match. I still need to get and I still need to reassess my muscle injury, then do not start him and do not rush his injury. Because I would rather personally see Abraham missing 1 match than Abraham missing 10 matches, if you ask me. So it's a muscle injury. A few journalist sides say that he will be back on Sunday. I highly doubt that. There was a small percentage of that saying that. But the majority of them are saying that, one, Abraham won't be ready physically and, with his fitness. And second of all, Mourinho and Abraham himself don't want to risk this. So there are more, sources saying us that Abraham will not make it on Sunday, rather than sources which tell us that there is a chance that we can see Abraham on Sunday. Now, who will play against Juventus, to replace Tammy Boy? Because as I said before, there is a small percentage thing that he might be playing. But if we ignore that right now, and if we just think about him not playing Sunday's match, it means that in these 3 days, Mourinho needs to see the best out of Shomurodov and Borja Mayoral. Because fairly speaking, none of them, Borja Mayoral and Shomurodov, have been elite at the start of the season. And it's a good, Mourinho really needs to reflect on who to start, because I think both of them have different factors which, against that, some of them, for example, Shomurodov, in my opinion, if Mourinho chooses to start Shomurodov, which right now on Wednesday I do think it will be the most easier move, the most tactical move from Mourinho, I would say Shomurodov will start. And I would say that Shomurodov is definitely less experienced than Borja Mayoral. However, he is definitely more fit. He can run more. And in a match like Juventus, where we will see Roma parking the bus for a few minutes, Shomurodov, having a striker who can run and make your entire team go back onto the attacking section, is key. However, Borja Mayoral has the experience which Shomurodov doesn't have. Obviously, having played in La Liga, which there are many top clubs there, Sevilla, not Borja Mayoral, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid. He's got that experience which Shomurodov doesn't have. So there are positives and negatives. I actually spoke to Alex earlier today, and he thinks, and he wants to see Shomurodov, he wants to see Borja Mayoral starting on Sunday. I think we haven't seen much of Borja Mayoral to judge him up to now, because if Borja Mayoral has remained the same of Fonseca's era, then he's not that bad. He will eventually bag those goals. We just need to see Borja Mayoral playing under Mourinho's circumstances instead of Fonseca, because they are two completely different managers. And we already had some examples of players which were great with Fonseca but are struggling with Mourinho, such as Villar and Diawara. So in these 3 days, many things need to happen in Trigoria. Abraham needs to personally speak with Mourinho, and they can decide together if Abraham can play or not. But if you ask me, do not risk Abraham. I'd rather Abraham misses this match and plays the rest of the season rather than playing this match, rushing his rehabilitation, getting back injured, and then being out for like 5 to 10 matches. That is completely unacceptable, because this is it's a very important part of the season. The goals are needed, otherwise the points won't come. So it's important to have Abraham, and already missing him for this match is a big bummer. Now, look at the heat map. It's very interesting, because that heat map right there just shows us, and it confirms everything that we just said. Abraham gives that attacking sense to this club. Look, many, the darker, the shaded spots are in the box where we need Abraham to score. On the left-hand side, where we need Abraham to run. On the right-hand side, where we need Abraham to run as well. And in the very center, where we've seen Abraham fighting and tackling for some balls. In Sunday's match, I'm going to say this right now, we will see, and listen to this, we will see Roma parking the bus for a good, not for the entire match, because that's not what Mourinho does, but for 10 to 20 minutes at least, expect Roma to park the bus. This has been the case against Juventus in Turin for every manager which managed Roma since the Juventus stadium got built. Roma have had serious difficulties when it comes to winning a match at the Juventus stadium. They never won a match at the Juventus stadium against Juventus, right? That is why parking the bus is okay, but not for the entire match. And that is why having a player like Abraham gives you that push, gives you that pressure, gives you that lift out of that parking zone phase into the attacking zones. Because fairly speaking, Juventus are great. They've got great players. But, at the start of the season, they were absolute shit. And Roma need to exploit this. They have got two of the most incredible defenders out there in the world. In my opinion, Chiellini and Bonucci are the best centre-back duo a team could have. The experience and if you compare Juventus's defense to Roma, there are really, 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 really heavy gaps, right? However, Allegri never tends to play Chiellini. He always plays De Ligt. And De Ligt, in my opinion, is one of the most overrated players out there. I do not care what you think. De Ligt is such an overrated player, and Roma need to exploit this. De Ligt will bottle on Sunday. He will bottle something. So having had a player like Abraham who gives you that pressure, gives you that speed, makes the entire team lift from the defensive section to the attacking section was key. But unfortunately, we got struck by the reality of football. And we are going to see way more injuries throughout this season. We most likely will not have Abraham on Sunday. And we got to adapt. And that's the beauty of football. Because as much as it's a bummer, and I agree, we have to adapt. Shimaro and Borja Mayoral, whoever will play in these 3 days before departing for Turin, the most important thing they need to do in the training sessions, apart from convincing Mourinho as well, is to show Mourinho that they can give that push out of the defensive section into the attacking section. They can lift the entire squad out of that parking zone, parking the bus phase, into the a goal will come, a goal will come, a goal will come, shoot, a goal will come, a goal will come. That is probably gonna be, if at the end of Sunday's match, we're gonna draw a graph. I bet you 3 days before that match that the graph will look like this. There will be moments where Roma will close themselves in defense and park the bus, and it's acceptable with playing against the best team in Italy. And there will be phases of the match where Roma was gonna attack like a mad and needs to find that goal. Now, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because obviously Mourinho's Roma is way different than Fonseca's Roma. Mourinho's Roma scores way more than Fonseca's Roma. Mourinho's Roma attacks way better than Fonseca's Roma. But the fact that Mourinho has Juventus here, Mourinho will die if for Juventus to get relegated in a potential new era. Mourinho will die to beat Juventus. And we know this. You remember that? Manchester United fans watching this, you remember that? That is something Mourinho will do if Roma win on Sunday. He will start going. He will do something big. Expect that. So he wants to beat Juventus. But obviously to beat Juventus, which is one of the best teams in Italy, if not the best, you need goals. And that's why, missing Abraham is a bummer. But Shomurodov, I believe in you. Borja Mayoral, I believe in you. Whoever Mourinho will pick will be the choice. We have faith in Mourinho. Mourinho is the best manager out there. We believe in him. We just need to give faith to these players. Now, I feel like, Satan has landed in Rome, which we can say it officially has, because of the many injuries Roma have. But we can also have an angel landing in Rome if we can reflect on it, and we can have a Satan landing in Turin as well, because Weston McKennie and Paulo Dybala are both a risk for playing this match, and Alvaro Morata as well. These three players, which right now, without Cristiano Ronaldo anymore, are the top players for Juventus, or especially Dybala and Morata, are not fit, and if they're gonna play this match, they're not gonna be 100% fit. Journalists say that they will be missing this match, which is something good in counter to what happened to Roma tonight, we can say, because Abraham got injured yesterday. I woke up today and I saw my phone going, Abraham got injured, and I was about to shoot myself, I'm not gonna lie. But we move on, we proceed, okay? We gotta stay calm. If Shomurodov will play, we need to have faith in him. If Borja Mayoral will play, we need to have faith in him. If Abraham will play, there is a small chance of Abraham playing. It's just really hard to think. It's just mental scenes if it would actually happen, because it means that everyone at Roma, the doctors at Roma and the medicals at Roma, would rush every single bit. And I bet you Abraham would get injured against Juventus as well. Muscle injuries need to be delicate. They need to be dealt with very, very consciously. So don't rush this. There will be other occasions where, Shomurodov will have to start against Abraham. And Shomurodov needs to learn. So as much as it's a bummer, we got to find some positives out of this. And we need to have faith in these players. We believe in them. Anything is possible. Portugal lost Ronaldo in the final and they still managed to win the Euro 16. Yeah, you're right, mate. You're right. Can Mayoral replace? Definitely. I was speaking to Alex earlier today, and he thinks he actually wants Mourinho to start Borja Mayoral just because we haven't seen Borja Mayoral much. Abraham Shomurodov, Mayoral, literally no debate. I get your point, mate, but we can't judge Borja Mayoral up to now. He's barely played any matches. So as much as, he might be the weakest out of the three, we can't really say it. He's played like 5 minutes in like the course of 3 months. We can't really judge him. So we need time. And imagine Borja Mayoral replaces Abraham and Mourinho starts him against Juventus and he scores a bicycle kick in Cristiano Ronaldo's ex-hometown, where he scored that incredible bicycle kick against Juventus when he was at Real Madrid. Just imagine that. The Colosseum would collapse, I'm telling you. It would literally collapse. But, as Robin Korkmaz reminded us, anything is possible in this sport. It's called the beautiful game. So yeah, lads, it was quite... was it? Yeah, it's negative news because we need Abraham. Look at that heat map. Where Abraham plays is just what Roma need on Sunday. But if Abraham won't play, Shomurodov will get adapted. And Juventus channels out there, Juventus TV, if there's a channel called like that, will probably be speaking about Dybala and Morata and McKennie not being able and not being fit, not being able to play Sunday's match. So we got to think about some positives which can back our negatives. But lads, it was a quick live stream Tammy topic today. Very sad, but we need to get over it. So if you're new here, please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. It means the world to the entire TSS crew. Also, ladies and gentlemen, on Sunday, it will be Josh's debut. Josh is such a sound and fun guy. He's one of my schoolmates, and he will be replacing Chuck in the halftime reaction. So, welcome, Josh, if you're watching this. But otherwise, you guys will meet Josh on Sunday during Juventus Roma's halftime. And yeah, tomorrow me and Alex will say we're adding a new feature to the Simon Show, lads and lasses. So stay tuned. For every game week, me and Alex are going to say our Serie A predictions for the upcoming game week. So that'll be fun. So stay tuned for that. And also, lads and lasses, there are a few people watching here. And I am talking to every single one of you guys. Please, 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 you out there, I know that some of you guys absolutely love traveling. I have created a second channel where I'll be posting travel vlogs, which is such an incredible passion I have. And so yeah, subscribe. It's in the link in the description below. It's called Simon That's Me. Subscribe and it would mean the absolute world to me. Let's try and get 100 subscribers on that channel by the start of November. I need every single one of you guys to subscribe and get your families and friends to subscribe. It will mean the world to me. You know, the support you've shown me over the Simon Show is great. Just show me that support on Simon That's Me, and it will be absolutely insane. I love you guys. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram as well. Lower Score the Simon Show, as you can see on your top left corner. And I'll catch you tomorrow for me and Alex's Serie A predictions. Have a wonderful night with your families. Take care, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Simon out.